Chosen one, I need you to stop scrolling right now. Do not look away. This is not the algorithm playing a random trick on you. This is an urgent and divine interception routed directly to your screen, because heaven knows you have been completely exhausted by the endless weight of financial survival. I know you are tired. Your chest feels incredibly heavy today. You are constantly wondering how you are going to pay for the next phase of your life. The stress is eating away at your spirit, but you must stop worrying right this very second, because heaven has just issued a massive decree concerning your reality. Your long season of lacking is officially over. Archangel Michael has personally commanded this message to find you. Every single tear you shed in the dark was recorded, and the heavenly courts have just approved an unprecedented generational wealth transfer in your exact name while you were busy worrying about your bills. This is the ultimate truth. You were never meant to struggle like this forever. They told you that you were just unlucky. They wanted you to believe that poverty was your permanent destiny. But the forces of darkness are in absolute panic right now because your financial chains have just been shattered into pieces. Take one deep breath. Let that reality settle into your bones. You do not need to fight for basic survival anymore. The universe is actively funding your life from this exact moment forward, and everything you have lost is being returned to you with a massive heavenly interest rate attached to it. But you must listen very carefully. There is a hidden mechanism attached to this exact wealth transfer. The enemy knows that your blessing is already at the door, and because they cannot stop the money from arriving, they are desperately trying to steal your spiritual focus right now before the vault opens. Do not swipe away. You will make a critical mistake. You will shut the door on the exact divine instruction you need. The money will still arrive, but you will not have the spiritual equipment to hold on to it. The darkness will trick you into losing it all over again if you choose to ignore this warning. I need you to stay locked on this screen. Make a promise to your future self today. You have endured too much pain to miss the final set of instructions. The extreme anxiety you felt this morning was not a sign of impending doom, but rather it was your spirit detecting the massive shift in your financial timeline. You are being upgraded. Your entire reality is being rewritten. People around you are going to be shocked by the sudden overflow in your bank accounts. But there is a fatal trap being set up by the enemy right at the finish line, and 99% of chosen ones fall for this trap right before they win. I will reveal this trap before this message ends. You must prepare your mind to receive what is rightfully yours. Let go of the panic that is gripping your throat. The Creator of the universe is stepping in to clear your debts, and you are finally stepping into the timeline of absolute and permanent abundance. Your financial miracle is not a distant dream anymore. It is a physical reality manifesting today. The delays you experienced were never a punishment. They were a divine shield keeping you away from rooms you were not ready to enter, and now your frequency has been fully aligned, so the vault is wide open. Do not doubt what your intuition is telling you. You felt a strange pull when you saw this video. Your heart started beating a little faster. That is the Holy Spirit confirming that this exact transmission was designed for you, because the universe does not make mistakes when it chooses a vessel for extreme wealth. You have a massive kingdom assignment to fulfill. You cannot save the world if you are constantly bleeding in the dark of poverty. God is funding your life now so you can focus on your true spiritual mission. The days of counting every single penny are permanently behind you, and you are stepping into true royalty. Every closed door is being blown completely off its hinges. The people who rejected you when you had nothing are about to witness your supreme rise. They thought your silent suffering was a sign of weakness, but they did not know that your financial struggle was an intense training ground for your immortal soul. You did not break under the pressure. You evolved into a master of reality. And now the reward for your endurance is being dispatched from the heavenly realms. The angels are literally carrying the answer to the prayers you whispered when you thought nobody was listening to your secret pain in the middle of the night. You must not let the spirit of fear control you today. Cast out the worry that has been living in your mind. The Creator is telling you to lay down your heavy burdens right now. The wealth transfer is fully funded. Your name is written in bold letters on the heavenly decree, and your victory is already done. I know exactly what happens when the sun finally goes down. You lie in bed staring at the dark ceiling. Your anxious mind completely refuses to shut itself off. You are mentally calculating bills that never seem to add up. You wake up at 3 in the morning with a sudden tightness in your chest because the survival panic sets in while the world is sleeping. The physical exhaustion you feel right now is absolutely real. Every morning feels like you are carrying invisible boulders on your tired shoulders. You push through the heavy weight of your daily routine. You force a brave smile for everyone around you. But deep inside your spirit, you are constantly bracing yourself because you expect another sudden expense to ruin your progress. It feels like you are swimming against a violent ocean current. You fix one broken thing in your messy life. 2 more things suddenly break down without any warning. The constant state of financial emergency is draining you. Every time you manage to get a little bit ahead, a new problem violently pulls you right back under. People around you do not understand the depth of this heavy burden. They give you cheap advice about working much harder. They tell you to just budget your money better. They look at you with silent judgment, as if your daily struggle is a direct result of your own laziness. But they have absolutely no idea what kind of brutal spiritual warfare you are actively fighting in the dark. I am here to tell you the absolute truth today. Stop blaming yourself for this relentless financial drought. Your poverty is not a reflection of your beautiful intelligence. You did not fail because you are somehow less capable than those selfish people who easily hoard all of their unearned wealth. The broken matrix system was deliberately designed to keep extremely pure souls like yours permanently trapped in survival mode. You are a gifted empath with a deeply generous heart. You always gave your extra money away to help others. The dark forces recognized your very bright spiritual light. They sent toxic energy vampires into your personal life to completely drain your resources while you were desperately trying to heal their pain. You were literally financially punished for being profoundly kind. The universe saw every time you sacrificed your own basic needs. Heaven watched you ignore your comfort for your loved ones. The extreme lack you experienced was never a divine punishment. This painful season was not a result of your careless past mistakes. It was actually a rigorous spiritual isolation designed to test your ultimate endurance while the universe prepared you for massive wealth. You had to find the light when your pockets were empty. Society told you that you were completely worthless without material wealth. You had to discover your true immortal worth anyway. Your empty bank account forced you to rely entirely on divine provision instead of seeking temporary human validation. And you have successfully passed that brutal earthly test with absolute flying colors today. The enemy wanted you to feel deeply ashamed of your current situation. They wanted you to hide quietly in the dark shadows. They wanted you to accept the identity of a permanent victim. They used the severe lack of money to attack your confidence because they needed to make you feel entirely powerless. But their twisted illusion is finally breaking apart right in front of their panicked eyes. You are fully waking up to your true divine identity right now. You are finally realizing that money is just an energetic current. It is a simple frequency that you can easily command. You can control this flow once your nervous system is completely healed from the deep historical trauma of generational poverty. The rusty chains of lack are violently falling off your wrists today. Your physical body is finally learning how to breathe normally again. Notice how your tight shoulders drop as you listen to these words. That deep sense of sudden relief is your soul recognizing the truth. The Creator is actively stepping into your messy financial reality, and completely clearing the slate for your bright new future. You will never have to beg for tiny scraps from the universe ever again. You will no longer endure the silent humiliation of counting pennies at the grocery store. The divine alignment taking place right now is permanently rewiring your entire reality. The rushing rivers of pure abundance are violently changing their course because heaven has commanded them to flow directly into your chosen home. Every arrogant person who looked down on you is going to witness this massive upgrade. They will be utterly confused by your sudden and totally unexplained financial rise. Heaven is publicly vindicating you in the most spectacular way possible. Your long, painful season of extreme drought has officially expired, while the glorious floodgates of heaven are being ripped wide open for you. You must boldly accept this wonderful new reality in your heart right now. Let go of the heavy guilt and the dark shame of your past struggles. Tap the like button to agree with what God just spoke to your weary heart. You must confidently claim your divine vindication today, because your strong spirit needs to prepare for the massive wealth harvest that is coming. I need to reveal the shocking secret about the terrifying silence you experienced over the last few years. You prayed so incredibly hard for financial relief. You cried out in the middle of the dark night, but heaven seemed completely quiet to your ears. You thought you were abandoned by the Creator. You believed the universe simply forgot your name. That absolute silence was never a divine rejection. It was a highly calculated divine protection protocol. Before you go any further today, I need you to completely understand this hidden truth. The severe lack you endured was a temporary state of divine isolation. God deliberately separated you from the noisy crowd for a very specific reason. Heaven had to aggressively pull you away from every single toxic connection. If the universe handed you massive wealth 3 years ago, those energetic parasites would have stolen everything. You were far too generous with your energy back then. Your beautiful heart was entirely pure. You did not know how to say no to greedy people. They would have drained your bank accounts before you even realized it. So the Creator had to temporarily shut off your financial supply to starve out your hidden enemies. The sudden poverty was a very powerful filter. The lack of money forced every single fake friend to reveal their true colors. They eventually walked away from your timeline forever. You are standing completely alone right this second. But this painful solitude is your ultimate armor. The divine isolation was absolutely necessary to protect the generational wealth that is coming to you. You had to learn how to stand entirely on your own 2 feet. You had to build an unbreakable boundary around your sensitive, empathic energy. There is a profound biological reason why you had to suffer through this financial desert. Your nervous system was completely hijacked by the daily trauma of survival. You were always conditioned to expect absolute disaster at every corner. If immense wealth suddenly dropped into your lap, your shocked nervous system would have violently rejected it. Your physical body did not feel safe holding large amounts of cash. You would have unconsciously sabotaged the blessing because your brain was addicted to the familiar chaos of poverty. Heaven fully knew about this dangerous psychological pattern. The Creator had to put you through a rigorous crucible to completely reprogram your deep cellular memory. You learned how to find deep peace when your bank account was totally empty. You discovered your own immense inner power when the cold world offered you absolutely nothing. You slowly trained your chaotic nervous system to remain calm in the middle of a violent storm. This was the ultimate spiritual boot camp for a true chosen one. You were not being punished for your past mistakes. You were actively building the massive energetic container required to hold divine wealth. The universe simply cannot pour a massive ocean into a tiny broken cup. You had to be shattered and completely remade into an indestructible vessel. Your soul was stretched to its absolute physical limits. Every time you cried because you could not pay a bill, your spiritual capacity rapidly expanded. Every time you surrendered to divine timing, your energetic frequency leveled up entirely. You are now an absolute master of your own reality. Your nervous system is fully regulated and completely ready to hold the massive wealth transfer without any fear. The agonizing delay you experienced makes perfect sense to you now. The secret behind the terrifying silence is finally revealed to your spirit. Heaven was never ignoring your desperate daily prayers. The universe was simply holding its breath while it built a massive iron vault around your destiny. The long silence was simply the sound of heavy construction. You are no longer a fragile victim of the broken matrix system. You have bravely survived the harshest winter, completely alone. Your roots have grown incredibly deep into the spiritual bedrock of truth. No random economic crisis can ever shake your solid foundation again. You are fully prepared to step into the exact royal position you were meant to occupy. Your previous weak identity has been completely burned away in the fire. You are an unstoppable weapon of light now. The extreme pressure you endured did not crush you. It completely crystallized your spirit into a brilliant diamond. And heaven is now officially signing the documents to release the financial floodgates into your beautifully healed life. This is the profound beauty of perfect divine timing. The money is arriving at the exact moment you are strong enough to rule it. The currency will finally serve your kingdom vision instead of controlling your daily emotions. Take a deep breath and accept this glorious validation today. You passed the ultimate test, and your vindication is already here. But there is a deeper layer to this phenomenon that you must understand today. The constant financial blockage you experienced was never a random accident. The invisible forces of darkness constructed a highly sophisticated trap for your soul. They deliberately designed a cruel economic system to keep you entirely trapped in a permanent frequency of absolute physical survival. They know exactly how powerful your chosen spirit truly is. If your mind is constantly worried about paying for basic groceries, you cannot focus on your high kingdom mission. The enemy actively feeds on your deep earthly panic. They literally siphon your immense divine energy while you are completely distracted by the heavy stress of empty pockets. This is the exact hidden mechanism that the darkness uses to keep you poor. They push you into a very low vibration of constant fear and total exhaustion. They want your nervous system stuck in a permanent state of fight or flight. And while you are blindly fighting to survive the week, they are secretly harvesting your bright spiritual light. You must wake up to this brilliant manipulation right now. The dark matrix does not want you to peacefully rest. They send highly toxic individuals directly into your personal space to steal your remaining joy. These energy vampires are not just annoying people. They are literal agents of the darkness, assigned to drain your final drops of divine motivation. Think about the people who only call you when they need your help. They dump their heavy emotional garbage onto your tired shoulders. They secretly resent your pure heart, but they stay close to you because they desperately need to consume your warm, angelic energy. They are a massive leak in your spiritual boat, and they are sinking your finances. You have to ruthlessly protect your energy field from these parasites today. The universe is demanding a complete and total energetic purge. You cannot bring these heavy anchors with you into your new, wealthy timeline. If you keep allowing them to drain your spirit, the incoming financial flood will simply leak right out of your open wounds. It is finally time to close the door on these toxic connections. Stop apologizing for wanting a peaceful life. Stop feeling deeply guilty for setting a hard boundary. Your immense kindness was violently weaponized against you for way too long. You must firmly command these dark shadows to leave your sacred space right this very second. The Creator is handing you the golden sword of truth today. Use it to cut every single invisible cord tying you to those greedy parasites. Let them be angry about your sudden silence. Let them call you incredibly selfish for finally putting your own needs first. Their toxic opinions simply do not matter in your new kingdom of extreme abundance. When you remove the energetic leaks from your environment, your financial blockages instantly dissolve. The universe responds to your fierce new boundaries by pouring massive blessings into your secured vault. You are taking back the supreme control of your sacred reality. The enemy has completely lost their grip on your beautiful mind today. Take a deep breath and let the heavy weight of their expectations fall away. You are a cycle breaker, and you are shattering the generational chains of lack right now. Do you feel the sudden lightness in your chest as the dark cords are violently cut? That is the glorious feeling of your raw divine power returning to its rightful royal owner. You must actively seal this new frequency of absolute protection. Type 777 down in the comments to claim this alignment and reject the frequency of lack forever. You are making a bold public declaration to the universe today. The days of sacrificing your peace for toxic energy vampires are officially over, and your victory is secured. The enemy is absolutely terrified of your awakening right now. They know their cruel survival mechanism has been completely exposed to the bright light of day. They can no longer use the fear of poverty to manipulate your daily decisions. You have successfully stepped out of the dark matrix, and heaven is fiercely applauding your supreme courage. Hold your head incredibly high as you walk into this new era. The spiritual purge was extremely painful, but it was entirely necessary for your ultimate survival. Your pure energy is fully contained within your unbreakable walls now. The massive wealth transfer can finally land safely because your chosen vault is completely secure from all thieves. Listen closely to what happens next in the heavenly realms. The dark forces are retreating in absolute disgrace because their evil trap has completely failed. You are standing victorious on the ashes of their broken system. Your brilliant light is blinding them as you gracefully prepare to receive the ultimate financial reward from the Creator. You have successfully cleared out the heavy toxic energy. The universe is actively responding to your brave new boundaries today. Heaven is not just making empty promises to your tired soul. The Creator is literally sending you undeniable physical proof right now. The divine funding process has officially started in the unseen spiritual realm, and you can absolutely feel this glorious shift in your bones. I want to reveal 3 massive signs that prove your immense wealth transfer is fully downloading. You might have noticed these strange phenomena over the last few days. You probably brushed them off as mere coincidences. You tried to find a logical explanation for them. But nothing is random when you are a chosen one walking into a brand new timeline, because the universe is speaking directly to you. The very first sign is the sudden explosion of repeating angel numbers in your daily life. You are seeing 777 or 888 everywhere you look. You check your phone, and the time always matches these sequences. You see them on random street signs. These numbers are not just a simple visual trick, but rather they are literal coordinates pointing directly to your new wealthy reality. 888 is the energetic signature of pure infinite abundance. Every time you see it, heaven is stamping an approval seal on your life. The angels are leaving divine breadcrumbs for your tired mind to confidently follow. You are being guided out of the dark woods today. They want to reassure you that the massive money transfer is actively processing in the background while you patiently wait for it. The second massive sign is a sudden feeling of deep physical lightness. Just a few weeks ago, you felt completely crushed by the extreme pressure of survival. Your shoulders were tense, and your stomach was constantly tied in nervous knots. Your entire body was vibrating with severe daily anxiety. But recently, you have experienced random moments of absolute total peace for absolutely no logical earthly reason. You look at your bank account, and you simply do not feel the familiar panic anymore. Your logical brain is highly confused by your own sudden calmness. You wonder why you are not crying over your heavy bills. This is happening because your powerful intuition already knows that the final victory is absolutely secured. Your earthly body is finally catching up to the glorious truth that your eternal soul already perfectly witnessed. You have successfully crossed an invisible threshold in the spiritual realm. The heavy burden of poverty literally cannot attach itself to your bright new frequency. You are walking through your normal daily routine with a quiet, confident smile. Your new energy shield is actively repelling all of those old survival fears. You just know deep in your bones that a massive financial miracle is driving directly to your front door right now. The third undeniable sign is the sudden arrival of weirdly specific synchronicities and small financial wins. You might randomly find a forgotten $20 bill hidden inside your old winter coat. Someone unexpectedly pays for your warm morning coffee while you wait. These tiny miracles are not the massive wealth transfer, but they are the universe actively testing your new capacity to receive joyfully. Think of these small, unexpected blessings as tiny drops of fresh water hitting the dry dirt. You have been walking through a terrible drought for many painful years. The heavy rain clouds are gathering directly above your sacred home, and these random drops are just the physical warning that a massive thunderstorm of wealth is approaching. Heaven is gently priming your energetic pump before opening the giant royal floodgates today. You must pay very close attention to these three profound signs today. These daily events are absolute proof of your beautifully upgraded reality. Your divine wealth transfer has downloaded into your physical nervous system. The heavy chains of lack are finally dissolving completely off your tired wrists. You are no longer blindly waiting for a distant financial miracle, because the glorious kingdom miracle has finally swallowed your entire life whole. You used to beg the cold universe for just enough money to barely survive the week. You were constantly operating on the very lowest frequency of desperate human fear. You believed that you had to bleed just to earn a single heavy coin. But today you are vibrating at the exact same magnificent frequency as infinite heavenly wealth. And this profound energetic match is the actual reason why your physical reality is rapidly changing right before your eyes. Take a deep breath and let this magnificent truth permanently anchor into your soul. You are finally stepping out of the dark, miserable desert of financial lack. The promised land of ultimate abundance is standing directly in front of your feet. You have every single reason to quietly celebrate this massive personal victory today. The money you requested is completely secured in the heavenly vault, but you must remain incredibly sharp for the very next dangerous phase. But wait, before you celebrate this massive incoming wealth, I must warn you about a critical danger. There is a fatal trap lying perfectly hidden right at the finish line. 99% of chosen ones fall for this exact illusion right before their massive breakthrough. The enemy knows they cannot stop the Creator from blessing your life today, so they are attempting one final desperate attack to steal your divine crown. Listen very closely to me. When your frequency shifts to pure abundance, it creates a massive bright beacon in the dark spiritual realm. This brilliant light easily attracts the absolute worst kind of energy vampires. They are the counterfeits. They are toxic people disguised as wonderful new friends or old returning lovers. They will suddenly appear out of nowhere right when your financial floodgates are about to open wide. These dark agents will reach out to you with perfectly sweet words. They will pretend they have entirely changed their toxic ways. An ex-partner might suddenly text you after many months of cruel silence. A former friend who betrayed you will try to casually return to your peaceful life. They act incredibly innocent today, but their sudden timing is absolutely not a divine coincidence. They are deeply drawn to the heavy smell of your incoming wealth. Their dark masters sent them to reattach those invisible heavy chains to your bright spirit. If you reply to their toxic messages today, you are giving them immediate permission to enter your sacred vault. The universe is actively watching how you handle this exact final test. You must completely ignore their desperate attempts to drag you back down. The Creator needs to know if you are truly ready to protect your kingdom. Will you let the enemy walk right through your front door again, or will you slam that heavy iron door directly in their manipulative faces? This is your ultimate chance to prove that your new spiritual boundaries are absolutely unbreakable. You simply cannot afford to lose your extreme focus right now. Do not fall for the fake illusion of seeking closure. You do not need an apology from someone who deliberately destroyed your mental peace. It is a cruel trap. The dark matrix wants you to waste your precious divine energy on a broken mirror. They want you totally distracted by old drama, while the mighty angels are trying to deliver your massive financial blessing. You must respond with absolute silent authority. Your cold silence is a terrifying weapon that completely destroys their hidden agenda. Do not explain your feelings to them. Do not type out a long, angry paragraph to prove your point. When you completely ignore their manipulative bait, their dark masters instantly panic. They suddenly realize that their old, dirty tricks simply do not work on your royal bloodline anymore. This is exactly how you protect the divine seed of wealth. You guard your peaceful energy field with absolute brutal strictness. Your beautiful mind is an exclusive private sanctuary now. The universe is about to hand you the heavy keys to a massive kingdom of pure abundance. You simply cannot allow desperate peasants with dirty, muddy shoes to walk all over your clean royal carpets today. They will deeply try to make you feel terribly guilty for ignoring them. They will call you incredibly arrogant and totally heartless. Let them talk to the empty wind. Their loud, noisy complaints are just the desperate screams of a starving parasite. They are dying of spiritual hunger because you finally cut off their primary food supply. You must stand incredibly firm in your new quiet power. The fatal trap I warned you about earlier is simply a test of your supreme worthiness. The sudden appearance of a toxic counterfeit is actually the final confirmation of your blessing. You have successfully navigated the darkest night of your soul. The false dawn tried to completely fool you, but your sharp divine intuition saw right through the cheap, heavy smoke. Your financial vault remains perfectly safe from their greedy hands. The generational curses are permanently broken today. You finally chose yourself over their endless toxic drama. Heaven is fiercely protecting your incoming assets right now. The angels have formed an unbreakable shield of fire entirely around your peaceful life, and the enemy forces are weeping in total, absolute defeat today. The darkness desperately wants you to doubt your own powerful mind. They deeply hope you will slip up and answer their fake, desperate calls. Do not give them even one tiny ounce of your royal attention. Your glorious future requires your absolute unbroken focus right this very second. The universe is watching your firm, silent stance with immense pride. You are officially an untouchable master of your new reality now. The cheap tricks of the lower matrix simply bounce off your glowing auric field. You recognize the hidden demons behind their perfectly fake smiles, and you choose to confidently step forward into your wealthy timeline without turning your beautiful head backwards even a single time. The waiting season is officially over. The dry desert you walked through has suddenly burst into an oasis of divine favor, and every single closed door is being blown completely off its hinges right now. Can you feel that massive shift in your spirit today? That is the glorious frequency of absolute, total victory. You are stepping into the exact royal timeline you were born to rule. The universe has officially handed you the master keys to the absolute highest reality, Your bank accounts are being flooded with divine wealth from every single direction because the heavy earthly struggle is completely dead and buried in the past. They thought your silence was a sign of total weakness. They thought they had finally broken your bright spirit when they pushed you into absolute isolation. But what they did not realize was that solitude was your ultimate kingdom training ground. You did not break under their heavy, cruel pressure, but you simply evolved into a warrior. Now your physical presence alone completely shifts the earthly atmosphere. Your cold silence has become a terrifying weapon that makes the dark matrix tremble in fear. They can absolutely no longer manipulate what they cannot access. You are a true master of your reality, and your magnificent kingdom commands absolute silent respect from everyone around you. This is the massive revelation you have been waiting for. The ultimate reason your finances were violently blocked for years was never a dark curse. Your bright light was simply too blinding for the tiny broken rooms you were desperately trying to fit into. Heaven had to completely tear down your old tiny house to build you a massive palace. You were being divinely upgraded for a massive generational wealth transfer. The universe deliberately slowed you down to protect you from rooms you were never meant to enter. The painful rejection was God's ultimate protection protocol, and you must breathe that glorious truth deep into your tired lungs today. You have fully passed the test. Every single tear you cried has been transformed into solid gold. The angels are actively carrying the abundant harvest you planted during your darkest, lonely nights. You do not need to fight or struggle for your basic daily survival anymore, because the infinite creator of the universe is funding your beautiful life from this exact moment forward. The pitch-black darkness has completely retreated behind you today. The bright dawn of your new wealthy era is shining its warmest rays directly onto your spiritual crown. You are vibrating at the absolute highest frequency of pure divine love and massive earthly abundance. There is no force alive that can stop this money from arriving at your door. Feel the heavy chains violently shattering into a million tiny pieces. The heavy generational curse of poverty is officially broken forever. Your bloodline is completely free because you were incredibly brave enough to stand entirely alone in the dark, roaring storm. Your future generations will absolutely thank you for the silent, massive wars you won today. This is the exact moment of absolute spiritual euphoria. The universe is actively pouring endless financial miracles directly into your open lap. You are standing on the very peak of the tallest mountain and proudly looking down at the defeated shadows. Your bold heart is beating with the incredibly powerful rhythm of a true victorious spiritual warrior. You must absolutely recognize the supreme power resting inside your hands. The money flowing to you now is not just physical paper or meaningless digital numbers. It is pure divine energy meant to completely change this broken world. And you are being trusted with this massive wealth because your beautiful heart remained completely pure during the harsh winter. Do you feel the sudden rush of warm energy flowing through your veins? That is the divine anointing literally downloading into your physical body right now. You are fully activated. The mighty vault of heaven is wide open, and the golden rivers of immense wealth are rapidly rushing directly towards your secure front door. You are finally receiving your crown. But you must physically lock in this glorious frequency right now. The enemy knows they have finally lost the brutal war. They will try to send tiny dark doubts to your mind the second you turn away from this urgent message. You need to create an absolute shield of protection around your incoming blessing, and you must firmly seal this new reality today. This is your sacred moment to actively partner with heaven. You are not a helpless passive victim waiting to be rescued anymore. You are a chosen sovereign being commanding the absolute flow of infinite divine wealth. The entire universe is desperately waiting for your physical confirmation to successfully finalize the ultimate transfer of these massive assets. Take one final deep breath and stand completely tall in your new power. You are entirely ready to receive the heavy financial blessing that has your exact royal name written on it. The long, miserable season of painful waiting is permanently over. Prepare your eager spirit to take massive earthly action to safely lock this divine miracle into place forever. You are no longer a broken empath. You do not need to beg for tiny scraps anymore. The brutal pain has completely changed you. It forged you into the absolute master of your own reality today. From this glorious moment on, your pure energy absolutely demands immediate respect without a single word spoken. The divine wealth is flowing effortlessly into your new timeline right now. You have completely dropped the heavy chains. Generational poverty is permanently broken. The dark enemy thought they could keep you forever trapped in an endless survival mode. But you shattered their cruel system with your quiet, unyielding faith. I need you to take a powerful oath today. You must boldly declare your absolute sovereignty. You are finally ready to rule your earthly kingdom. Say it loudly in your proud spirit. You will never again accept the painful crumbs of lack, because you are officially dining at the abundant table of the Creator. Your beautiful mind is completely shielded now. The most powerful angels of heaven are guarding you. Dark parasites cannot approach your new wealth. They will be instantly burned by your bright, blinding light. You are totally untouchable today, and the wise Creator has permanently locked the heavy iron vault of your earthly protection. But you must physically seal this magnificent reality. Do it before you leave this sacred digital space. The dark forces are still roaming around your aura. They are desperately waiting for you to walk away without securely locking your spiritual door. You cannot allow them even a tiny crack to sneak back in. Type Amen down in the comments right now. This completely seals your absolute golden reality. It is a powerful spiritual decree. This simple physical action completely locks out the heavy darkness forever. When you type that sacred word, you are proudly signing the divine contract of your massive wealth transfer. You are a true chosen one today. Your massive new wealth comes with a beautiful kingdom responsibility. The Creator is heavily blessing your daily life. Heaven fully trusts your incredibly pure, generous heart. You are entirely meant to be a bright, guiding lighthouse for other lost souls who are drowning in dark financial despair. This fiery message has reignited your powerful, sleeping faith. Do not keep this immense blessing completely to yourself. There is a deeply exhausted soul out there today. They are bleeding in the cold dark. They desperately need a bright light to survive the night. Share this exact message with them to activate your royal anointing. Sowing the beautiful seed of pure hope is vital. It actively multiplies the massive financial blessing for yourself tomorrow. You share this divine frequency with another broken, lonely empath, and the generous universe instantly doubles your own earthly reward. You prove that your hands are fully open to receive pure love without any hesitation. You must establish a permanent divine energy receiving station. It will fiercely protect your precious daily peace. Subscribe to the channel right now. Firmly anchor yourself at the absolute highest vibrational frequency. This is your personal, sacred, spiritual sanctuary. Every single time you return here, you are completely refilling your tired spiritual cup. Let the old broken timeline completely burn to the ground. You do not need to look over your tired shoulder. The toxic people who cruelly doubted you are completely gone. They are quickly fading into total quiet irrelevance. They simply cannot exist in the bright, high frequency where your massive kingdom is currently being established today. You bravely survived the absolute worst earthly storm. You walked through it completely alone, but you never lost your pure, gentle heart. The universe is heavily rewarding you with infinite earthly abundance. Your deep, painful past scars have beautifully transformed. They are glorious golden medals of highest honor. You are the most beloved child of heaven. The heavy, agonizing weight is officially entirely over. The giant heavenly vault is completely wide open for you. Walk into your brand new royal wealthy life today. Keep your beautiful head held incredibly high. Every single step you take from this magical moment forward is fully funded by the absolute highest angelic forces of the universe. Do not let this powerful holy moment simply pass you by. Tap the like button like a heavy golden sword. Cut through the rusty chains of your past financial pain. You are officially an absolute master of your wealthy destiny. Stay in this beautiful, bright, royal light forever. The Creator loves you deeply, and your freedom is finally here. Your new timeline is completely untouchable from now on. The painful days of silent suffering are officially deleted. You can finally rest your tired head peacefully tonight. The spiritual war for your money is entirely finished. You have won the absolute biggest victory of your life, because heaven fought the hardest battles quietly behind your back. Close your eyes for one final, brief, beautiful second. Feel the massive weight completely lift off your bruised chest. Breathe in the absolute pure air of total financial freedom. You are deeply respected by the mighty forces of heaven. Go out and claim your massive physical earthly reward today. Your glorious chosen story is literally just beginning.